the New Brunswick Combat Sport Commission. Our three judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Doug Crosby, Declan Woods, and Hubert Earl. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the Avenir Center in Moncton, New Brunswick, a striker holding a professional record, 15 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighed in at 205 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Freiburg, Switzerland, presenting the number 2 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world, Volkan, no time, Oezdemir.
Thank you. Anthony, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch yourself, do it now, go back to your corner.
And now we're set for our main event.
Anthony, go back in your corner, please.
Anthony Lionheart Smith, a small plus 140 underdog.
Are you ready, sir?
No time, Oezdemir.
Fight!
Minus 170 as the favorite. They touch gloves. We are underway. Oezdemir is in the red. Smith is in the black.
You don't have to tell Anthony Smith, protect yourself at all times. He knows he's facing a guy who starts fast and hits hard.
Absolutely is, and he's focused on, oh, look at that. That's very interesting.
So Smith shoots right in and forces Oezdemir back to the fence. Oezdemir now reversing position.
Remember, Jimmy Manuel got knocked out in exactly this position. It doesn't take a lot of room to land big power.
Yeah, this is where you've really got to be careful with Oezdemir, because it's the shots that you don't expect to hurt that take your legs away.
Is in the black.
You don't have to tell Anthony Smith, protect yourself at all times. He knows he's facing a guy who starts fast and hits hard.
This is not a position.
He wants to drag this into the later rounds. Get Oezdemir tired, take some heat off him, as he said it. So perhaps the wrestling approach there is part of sapping a bit of the energy of Oezdemir and neutralizing that power early that he's shown in the past.
He's got to be very careful in those positions and not think I'm just in a wrestling position. He has to know that he can get knocked out there.
Oezdemir connecting with the left. Smith covering up, letting him have it.
Oezdemir throwing with fighting power already.
Smith confident in his toughness to withstand the early barrage and then see what Oezdemir has.
I think Smith is trying to give Oezdemir the impression that he's going to level change so he can come over the top with the right hand. And in order to make that successful, you've got to shoot a takedown at least a couple of times to sell that narrative. Nice left hook over the top.
This is the 18th fight in the pro career of Volkan Oezdemir. He has finished 12 of them. 12 of his 15 wins.
You see little wince from Anthony. Move to the left. He looked like he was the left foot. He moved to his left. He suddenly winced for some reason.
Anthony Smith, native of Nebraska, but does his training camp with Factory X Muay Thai in Denver. Mark Montoya leading his corner tonight. Meanwhile, Oezdemir, product of Hard Knocks 365, down in Florida.
Oezdemir so far staying tight, trying to walk him down.
Nice footwork by Smith, circling off the fence. Good low kick by though. Definitely worth him mixing up his striking.
And Anthony Smith needs moves like that. You cannot let Volkan Oezdemir make the octagon.
I kind of feel like it might be his right leg, possibly right knee, right foot.
Oezdemir charges in, and Smith circling to the left. And now a timeout here.
Over there. So 5 minutes on the clock, please.
So Oezdemir will get time to recover.
How are you doing? Ça va bien? C'est sûr? Ton œil.
As we take another look.
OK, il n'a pas fait par exprès, mais je vais aller lui dire pareil, OK? Continue. Je vais aller le voir, puis je te reviens. OK. Close. Accidental?
Yeah.
However, don't do it again, OK?
For sure.
OK? Great.
Sorry about that.
Be careful. Tu me dis quand t'es prêt? Tu me dis quand t'es prêt? You ready, sir? Fight!
Language
Time
skills
in!
from E.
And continues to bleed all over the back of Anthony Smith. Smith not in a rush to go anywhere. Controlling that right wrist of Oezdemir.
A good position by Oezdemir. Staying behind him, now one hook in.
Yeah, this is good, consistent work from Oezdemir. He's got a hook on the far side now. Controlling the wrist as well. Anthony Smith's got to start thinking about moving here. Last 45 seconds of this round. There seems very little urgency from Anthony Smith in his position.
Oezdemir tried to sneak the right arm under the chin. It was one win by submission for Oezdemir in his career.
And he's threatening to do just enough so that Anthony Smith can't explode back to his feet. He still has to protect his neck. And this is a very fatiguing position. Someone has this wrestling ride, can't pop up again.
I'm interested to know what Anthony Smith's corner team say to him between rounds. This is good work by Oezdemir.
Smith thought about getting up, but he will ride out the final seconds of his second round on the mat. A lot of top control there for the fighter from Switzerland.
Hey, sit for me. Ice on his neck, Scotty. I got it. Well, clean you up a little bit. All right, look at me. I'm gonna clean you up a little bit. Listen to me real quick. On your feet. Do you feel how you started changing the whole structure of what
They're acting like they like what he saw on his feet, but being on the ground was not part of the game plan. It's not what they expected. They wanted to crack the two, stay behind the jab, sneak the right hand in, but enough of this ground stuff. Pop back to your feet.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder a little bit what Anthony Smith's game plan is here, because he doesn't seem to be setting anything up for the later rounds. He just seems to be allowing the fight to play out as Volkan's deciding. I'm not sure whether he's injured. I'm not sure whether he's more fatigued than he was expecting.
Or maybe Oezdemir isn't as fatigued as he was expecting. Maybe he thought Oezdemir would be out of gas by this point. He still looks good.
Yeah, that's a good point. He needs to start putting combinations together, though, because at the moment, Oezdemir is starting to get away with things without being discouraged. Standing heavy on that lead leg as well is Anthony Smith, making that vulnerable to a chop low kick.
Mark Montoya told him, he said, when he throws that leg kick, you either check or you throw a two like you've never thrown a two in your life. They want that right straight counter. Make a guy fear the right straight, then he'll stop throwing the kick.
Just the kick that time. Unable to connect on a heavy shot was Anthony Smith. He took the hook and puts together a combination.
It's that ebb and flow motion. Whenever Anthony Smith gets moving backward, then he hurts you.
Big right, and Oezdemir.
Oh, this is nice.
Back and now covering up.
Oh, good right hand by Oezdemir. Anthony Smith took it well. Oh, and a right hand again.
Cracking right hand from Smith. A knee to the body as each throwing with intent. And a body kick from Smith.
This is the first time Oezdemir has looked a little fatigued.
And Smith told us when he saw Volkan Oezdemir against Daniel Cormier, he took a big shot and he did not move forward after that.
Nice.
He's taken some big shots from Smith here in this third round.
Oh, beautiful elbow over the top from Volkan. Talking to Smith now.
Heavy shots now as Volkan continues to jaw.
The power in these two hands is only matched by the toughness of their chin.
They're acting like this is the last round.
And we're just halfway through 5 possible rounds.
I'm not sure whether Smith is playing more tired than he actually is, because he seems tired, but then when he decides to throw, he still throws with speed.
Punching in and another right hand from Smith.
Still got to be careful of those short hooks of Volkan Oezdemir, though, as he's leaning in. Nice level change, beautiful takedown.
Right around the guard, too. Basically the same position Oezdemir was in at the end of the second round. Doing a wrestling ride, trying to get his hooks in.
Look at the nose one more time of Oezdemir. And it's Smith who is forcing the issue here in the third round.
Both hooks in now. He has the frame. Once he gets that extension, he gets those hits in. It is nothing but misery.
There's no hand fighting here. Volkan Oezdemir's
heavy blood out of the nose of Oezdemir.
He's relying on Anthony Smith to not be on the back. But this is not a safe position for him.
Smith trying to squeeze out a victory.
And this blood only makes it easier to slide the forearm under the chin as well. If Smith decides he's going to squeeze this.
Really going for it now.
Oh, Oezdemir starting to go red in the face.
To hang on. Does not want to tap. Under a minute to go. But plenty of time for Smith.
That's desperation in the face of Volkan Oezdemir.
And now further under the chin.
Now he's fighting. Let's see if Smith goes palm to palm. With 45 seconds, you've got to think there's one good squeeze there that could get this fight finished. Oh, there it is.
When it's under the chin now, Oezdemir does not want to tap.
Another finish.
Lionheart Smith, wow, continues his rise to the top in the light heavyweight division.
He fought like he knew this moment would happen. If I wrote out the first 2 rounds, he's going to make a mistake and I'm going to capitalize. And that's exactly what he did. If he planned this, he is a brilliant game planner because it worked out perfectly.
That was very, very nice. Patient all the way through the fight. Found his opportunity. I mean, both of these guys are exhausted. They both gave everything they had. Anthony Smith had a tiny bit more today. That was all it was. Really, really strong performance from both guys. But Anthony Smith, successful on the night. Takes out number 2 ranked Volkan Oezdemir. Really upsets the rankings in the light heavyweight division.
I don't think he was playing tired.
Yeah, he's earned this nap that he's taking right now in the center of the octagon because, man, once he had good position, both hooks in, that frame, the fact that he has the height advantage, the leg length advantage, he can stretch you out to get that rear naked. Beautiful stuff on the finish.
And it just goes to show how evenly matched this fight was. I mean, we could run this back 3, 4, 5 times, and we'd have a very different outcome every time, I feel. I mean, Volkan could have landed one of those short-range right hands. Smith could have ran him with a flurry and caught him with a clean shot. Smith had it out so many different ways.
Exactly the game plan that Anthony Smith told us he would employ. Our move of the fight is sponsored by all month long on the same network as T-Mobile.
And it was a back-and-forth fight past the second round, third round. That's when Anthony Smith started landing the punches. Look at this kick that took the legs out from Volkan Oezdemir back and forth, but it was the takedown. Look at it right around the guard. Both hooks in, beautiful pressure, squeeze. Remember, this is a guy whose nose had become a blood fountain, could not breathe. Look at this tight rear naked choke under the chin, and that is all she wrote. Beautiful submission win for Anthony Lionheart Smith. He earned the nickname tonight, my friend.
His 5th fight in the last 13 months. He jumped up to 205 pounds, starting with a knockout victory in June. 3-0 in the 205-pound weight class. Jubilant Mark Montoya and company from Factory X Muay Thai in Denver. And Anthony Lionheart Smith, 31 pro victories. He has finished 29 of them. This one by submission. And we make it official and hear from Anthony Smith next.
There was a lot.
Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 26 seconds of the very 3rd round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Anthony Smith. We're going to talk to both fighters, but first of all, are you in pain? Are you injured?
Yeah, man, I wasn't expecting to eat that many leg kicks. Man, I do kicks hard. So my leg's pretty banged up right now.
So talk to me about the game plan coming in here.